Hey everybody, good day and good energy to y'all. So in this video, I just want to make, it's kind of a response video to a video that Pulp Facts made. She's a YouTuber who I've been following for a few years, and I'm just gonna be honest. I, you know, have feelings for her. I've had feelings for her pretty much since I found her channel a few years ago, and upon finding it, it was interesting too because when I did find it, like the timing that I found it, she, had made a video about. I'm just being truthful here because she's very much about the truth. At least that's something she said before. So I'm gonna keep it real. And she made a video about me saying some things in regards to our past. And, she hasn't lied. Well, it wasn't as forthcoming as I see things. So I'm gonna go ahead and just share my truth and put it out there and get some things off my chest. She made a video. I think it was titled "Let's Get Naked." And around the same time, I think she made a video also with just like her phone number. And mind you, when I saw "Let's Get Naked," I was thinking more of like let's be vulnerable, let's share our feelings, let's not lie, let's be real. Let's be real with each other, let's show who we really are, not our body parts, but who we are inside, our souls and all that. And I was like, that's cool, that's what I'm, this type of, chick I'd be interested in. So, and then, like I said, shortly thereafter, I forget if it was in the same video or another video she made, but it was in that time frame. She was just literally making videos with her number out there and talking about how she talked to anybody. And I was like, okay. I decided to give her a text. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just, she seems cool. She's into nature. I was really into nature. Still, I always have been. And she's got some interest in spirituality, and she's of a similar age, and she's talking about being real. So that's some real good stuff that we can relate to off the jump. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what's up. And actually the number she gave was wrong, and I tried texting it, and it was an electronic voice saying that the number had been disconnected. And I actually sent her a comment back saying, hey, that number you said, it led me to an electronic voice saying that the phone number was disconnected. I'd love to. And then I don't know if I asked her again for her to send her numbers again, or if I just said that, if I just shared with her that that the number she had originally posted didn't work. I don't exactly remember. I'm sorry, my memory isn't, the best these days, but I do remember I had to tell her that the original number didn't work, and then somehow, some way, she had made another video with the original number, her real number. And I got that, and I texted her, and she responded. I think she responded, if not that day, it was the next day. And, so she responded, and, it was also kind of a response of like, I was rusty. Like I hadn't, again, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit because it is nervous, and I do have feelings for her, and this is me, 2.5 or so years ago, so it's not the same person that's here now. I've changed since then, and just the whole way I went about trying to communicate with her was like how I talk to a dude. It wasn't really how you should try talking to a female. But I haven't really been with females, in a long time, man. The last real relationship I've had was when I was 19, and I'm 34, so it's been a long time. So anyway, I initially sent her a text just talking about all these spiritual ideas I had. It was very little like, hey, how are you doing? Let's get to know each other first. No, I just immediately jumped right into some deep stuff that I've been thinking about and just wanting to talk to somebody about. And she sent me back like a long elaborate poem. If I remember correctly, it was a really beautiful poem that I was not expecting at all, and it came me in the morning, and I was like, I didn't even read the whole thing before I sent her back something like, hey, thanks for sharing and stuff, and I could see how she probably thought it was just a phony response, and I guess in retrospect I should have maybe fully read it before I send anything back. You know, so I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, you know, offend anybody. You know, I do come from, you know, the quote unquote, you know, kind of nice American family. You know, where sometimes, you know, you know, it can appear two faced, but you know, there's good intentions, and it's the way that we were raised too. So you know, but I get it if it comes off as phony, and that's fine. Um, and you know, it's lessons to learn. So anyway, but that was our first little exchange of phone numbers and messages, and you know, I think I'd sent her something a few days later, and she didn't get back, and um, you know. But she also didn't tell me not to, you know, continue texting her, communicate with her, or anything like that. And I'd been watching her YouTube channel as well, and she was going through a bit of a time. And she also seemed like the type of girl that would tell me if she didn't want me to continue texting her. So, and the type of text I was sending her, because she talked about how I kept on sending her messages and she wasn't responding. And it's true. I would send her, like, good day, good energy to you. I did that for a good, like, a couple weeks, I think, without her responding. And there was times I would try to, like, reach out and say hi and how you doing, and you know, she wouldn't respond. And you know, but I also thought that maybe she was just, like, unsure, you know, of who I was, and you know, where she was at and how to respond, and maybe being shy and or something like that. I didn't know, you know. Again, I thought that she's the type of girl that, and I think she talked about how she, you know, doesn't have a problem with telling people, you know, when she doesn't want to speak with them. So I was operating under the basis that if she really didn't want me to, you know, if I was really bothering her like that she would tell me. And then I would respect that, or she could always just block me. Part of me also was thinking that there's a possibility that maybe she's already blocked me and nobody's receiving my messages at all. So I didn't know. Although after that initial interaction, she did get back to me a few other times, because I would start to text her when she was doing live streams. Because on my phone I couldn't what you call, I couldn't engage in the live chat when I had my phone. This was back when I was in Louisiana with Joshua, actually. And so, but I could text her because I had her phone number. So I would text her while she was doing a live and kind of interact with her. And you know, we had some, you know, I mean, we have had pleasant interactions. You know, actually that first. Oh, excuse me. No, I forget. Like, yeah, no, there wasn't a time before that time. Okay, that first interaction was a few different times, and we did actually have a good little messaging back and forth. You know, talking about love being the answer. You know, and she kind of thought I was some type of builder, and I was telling her how I didn't want to build, you know, the way these cities are built. And you know, but from my perspective, we both agreed upon that love was the answer, and I thought good vibes were exchanged between us. You know, again, I'm sorry, I forget things sometimes, and they come back to memory. Um, and then also just recently, when I had recently jumped back into her chat to, you know, talk with her again, and again, I did so prematurely on my part because, well, she talked about deleting her channel, so I was like, okay, shit, you know, she's gonna delete her channel. She's looking for something, you know, I might as well just, you know, even though I don't feel ready and right really about trying to get into a relationship with a female, you know, maybe we can just, you know, talk and get to know each other and, you know, just see what's up. You know, like, I'm in a pretty chill place in my life. Like, I've had some, you know, you know, conflicts, but a lot of it's just because I haven't been speaking up. Like, I'm in a place where I feel like speaking up about who I am, and you know, I'm not trying to fight with anybody at all. So, you know, if that's something that she would be interested in, or anybody's interested in, then that's cool with me. But, you know, I've had, I've exchanged a lot of different opinions and just ways of doing things, and had a lot of relationships, interactions, things going on in my life recently. So, definitely not looking for any more, you know, drama or conflict or anything like that, you know. Fuck. So, I bring that up because, you know, I just, yeah. I mean, I'm not like trying to just reach out because I'm in a super lonely mood or anything like that. Even I'm actually responding to what looked like her kind of a SOS call. You know, I mean, I would like to be with a woman. That would be nice, but I'm all about the good time and place to make these things happen. So, fucking, you know, but I fell for it. I fell for her baiting men to come out of you know their hiding places or wherever they're doing and try to make a go for her. She's trying to find a man. So how do you get people to do stuff? You threaten them with the fact that they might not be around anymore. You might lose your opportunity. If there's any people that have been sitting on the sidelines, now is the time to fucking get on the gun. Because she says so. I'm just being real. Because and then it's interesting because in her stream she talks about how you don't plan love, but isn't that kind of planning love, Joy? If you're trying to make dates, trying to set ultimatums, trying to control and push the current of love, it's in yourself thinking that you know what's best for love, and essentially trying to direct it and plan it. Just perhaps just use caution with that because as you said, it's not something you plan. It's something you let happen. And when you put out those signals looking for that divine male principle, just I hope you know what you're really, I don't know, I don't want to say that. Just, yeah, the old expression, be careful what you wish for, So, anyways, yeah, it's gotten weird, and she thinks I'm a weirdo, and I get it, I get it. I haven't jumped in her stream in a while, and then there's instances when, I'll be, I'm different, and I don't really socialize all that well on the internet or even in real life. I'm kind of a quieter human being. Talking's never been my biggest strong suit, so, that can be weird for people who are used to talking a lot, I guess. It's kind of weird for me to be around people who are talking all the time, to be honest. So I get it, I get it. But, like I said, I would love to still, be friends and just get to know each other more. You made some assumptions about me. Oh, yeah, another thing I wanted to address, in case you're still watching, I appreciate you guys if you are watching. I know it's kind of a, it is what it is, but one thing I wanted to address about Casey Bud, it's interesting because this is the truth. I saw her make that video yesterday, and I was like, I know when I make this comment, I'm about 99% positive that Pulp Facts Storm Joy is going to come through here and watch this video and see my comment, and it's going to irritate her. And surely enough, it did. So I knew that was going to happen, and I get it. The one thing I'm not going to do is let other people, control where I want to, spend my energy and pay my attention. I thought Casey Bud was making a good video about some good points at a time in my life when I'm actually trying to focus on my breathing. I've recently quit smoking cigarettes. I've recently had respiratory issues that are getting better. But your breath is really important. And if you're really trying to meditate and calm your mind and your soul and find some real peace inside yourself, breathing is important. And your chi flow is also, it's huge. It really is. So I appreciate the information that her and her brother are putting out there about breath work. Thank you. And that's a good challenge. So thank you again, Casey Bud. And those were my intentions for, sending that comment, and to say hi and spend, or not spend, but share good energy with everybody. So, oh, and I also like the whole in the assuming thing. So then that was why I put the comment there. I just want to throw that out there, and then to assume that I'm like one of her bottom boy feeders or something like that. I've only recently just subscribed to her channel, and that's the first time I've commented on one of her videos. And other than her, putting a heart on my comment, which was cool, thank you, that's the most that we've ever communicated with each other. So, that is what it is. And just based on the fact that how you assumed that I was working on behalf of her somehow, some way, makes me start to think that you could be off on your, assumptions on a lot of people. So, just, be careful. It doesn't hurt to ask, to see if you're really curious about people, ask them, just see who they are. Invite them on on your YouTube page. Ask them questions. Be real. And another thing too, if you're really about love and divine principles and doing the right thing, talking all this, stuff about people without being able to provide a way to help them grow and be positive, I don't think that's in line with, divinity, in my opinion. If you're gonna bring up somebody's bad characters and their issues and their flaws and all that, it's good to try to help, show them a way to grow. Otherwise you're just hating on them, and kicking them when they're down, essentially, because that's what you're saying. You're saying that she's already down, and you're continuing to roast them while they're down. And the thing that I think it is, I think they look up to you in a lot of the ways because they see that you're intelligent, they see that you're experienced, they see that you're a little bit older and you're really good at speaking the truth, and you do these lives and you speak really well, and you have confidence in yourself, and and they look up to you in some senses, and you're sitting there knocking them down. I'm sitting back here watching like, man, what if these people learn to just love each other and get over these petty little things. And if Joy can learn to realize that she has some really powerful wisdom and, abilities to help people in ways that I think she knows she has, but she is maybe afraid or unwilling to really embrace, because it is scary taking on other people's, problems, really trying to help people, man. It's not it's not the so-called, it's not all fun and games. It's really dealing with some serious inconvenient pains. Like, you got to be willing to take on extra weight plus your own weight. It's not an easy thing. That's why being a lover, being like really about being righteous, is hardcore. It's hardcore as it gets. Being willing to die for your cause, die for another person, that's some serious love. That's serious energy. That comes from God. That comes from the Creator. All right? Nothing's more powerful. So, just be careful with all that hate, because that's not the way if you're really trying to be happy with inside yourself and help the world and be righteous and find a righteous man. It's just my opinion, coming from a man who's on that walk. So, all right. That being said, yeah, I think that's, I feel like I've expressed all that I wanted to express on that subject. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Joy, if you watch this, I hope you have a great day. Hope you and Akam both have a great day. And, if you guys want to be friends and get to know each other and just talk, if you ever want to know more about me, I'd love to share. All right, but since you've made it clear that you want me to stay away from your YouTube channel, I'm going to respect that. I'm going to respect that, even though part of me feels like, it is what it is. I'm going to respect that. You see right there, I'm going to be honest with you. I think she's my soulmate. So it's like when you get deep in the spirit, sometimes you can feel like there's different levels. Like, she's even talked about how she wears a mask. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I can feel her soul wanting me to continue to try and communicate, but at the same time, I got to respect what she said and telling me to leave her alone. So I'm going to respect what she said, and if she wants to communicate and contact me, she knows where I am. All right? So I love you guys. Have a great day. All right? Peace.